Hello people of the internet, this is Shaky Jake and I really need a catchphrase. You are watching Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic on impossible difficulty. Previously on KotOR we entered the Pazaak tournament once again and we finally beat that stupid tournament thanks to buying better Pazaak cards to use in my deck, and I also received 36,000 credits for doing so, which is pretty awesome, and you can't get that reward in the main vanilla game because, you know, it's cut content. And it's all thanks to this shady Rodian over here that I even had those Pazaak cards to begin with. So the reason I'm on my own is because I want to talk to Hulas first before I do anything. But before I do that, I will be putting in somewhere, could be now, could be later on, I actually visited Dantooine after I won the Pazaak tournament, so I basically went back to Dantooine once again to buy a whole bunch of unique gear for my party members that I don't normally get access to because I'm normally poor as hell. So I'm going to splice that in somewhere, probably now before I carry on. Okay, as you can see I'm back on Dantooine for a few minutes simply to show you what you can buy from here that's worth quite a bit of money, and it might be useful for some party members. So let's talk to this person first. Because we might as well spend some money now that we've got it. So let's see what you have for sale. And let's see. Oh, there's a nice blade here that's upgradable. It's 7,000 7,000 credits, but we can afford it. 8,000 credits for this gun, we can afford that as well, although it doesn't look too special, so I might leave that. Let's see if there's anything else. Calrissian's utility belt for 3,000. Now that will be useful for mission, and yeah, we'll get that for definite. One of Lando's ancestors, it seems. Pazaak cards for sale here as well. I don't think we need to buy any more Pazaak cards at this point. Infiltrator gloves, those are useful, but I think you can pick those up through the game anyway, so I might leave those, but who knows, I might come back from. So we'll get the Calrissian's utility belt first. Let's see what you have in stock. And there's droid stuff. Quite cheap actually. I don't think there's anything too useful here, no. Although there's a nice defense bonus there. And it's only type 1. Yeah, these type 2s and 3s aren't actually as good. Right, we might come back to those later. There's one other Salo I want to check on Dantooine, and that is... oh, hello. Did I already talk to you? I can't remember.
Hello there, It's you. I remember you. You're the one that gave me the credits to leave Tatooine. I could never forget your face. Thank you so much for what you did. Here on Dantooine, we've got a chance.
So you left Tatooine and you came to Dantooine, which is a planet with a similar-ish name. Yeah, good choice. Sharina, wasn't it? What will you do here?
Well, I may be able to get hired as a servant for one of the influential families here. I haven't yet, but I'm sure I will. At least there's hope here. Tatooine was just dying, all of it.
Where are your children?
I found a small apartment for now. They're resting now. They're still getting used to their new surroundings. Once I'm working, I'll see about getting them into school. There are opportunities here they would have never had on Tatooine.
I'm just glad I could help.
Thank you. I won't trouble you anymore, but thank you.
Right, so he hadn't actually spoken to her at that point, so probably useful I did. Now you... I just came to tell you that I've killed a Terran Tech. Or Terran Tech. I'll be going now. So he basically gives you nothing for doing that, so that was a waste of time. But yeah, it's not very often that I'm able to afford anything really in Knights of the Old Republic, so I'm actually kind of glad I did that Bazak tournament. And considering all the ranting I did about it, I'm actually, grateful that I did it simply to get that much credits in a single playthrough, because normally that isn't possible. You can't do it unless if you have the restoration mod, because I don't think it's possible to get that many credits unless if you're really patient with Bazak matches and you can just gamble everything. Adam La, who reappears in Knights of the Old Republic 2 actually. Let me see what you say. I always like Adam Lap. I was hoping that if Knights of the Old Republic 3 ever happened, which it never will, but if it ever did happen, Adam Lap would become a companion or a party member in that game, because I always thought it would be a natural fit for him. And some good armour here. I'm actually tempted to get Cassius Fett's one, simply because I could give that to Canderous and that would look pretty cool. So yeah, I'm going to buy that. Oh, that's a lot of credits spent, but it's going to be worth it. I don't think I want anything else. This isn't upgradable, so no, I think I'm happy with all that. Okay, so I am going to see if I need to buy anything for the droids back at the other seller, and I'm going to see if I need to, get anything else for the droids, and then I'm going to see if I need to buy anything else from the other person, basically. And then I'm going to equip all the new stuff on the people I want to equip it on. And yes, I know I need to level up HK and T3. Might as well do that now, actually. HK, if you can have, 12 in... Actually, no, give you demolitions. I need demolitions. Feats, rapid shot, get you started on that. I may actually buy a heavy blaster for HK, because he could do with that, seeing as I'm not particularly going to use it on Canderous anymore. Demolitions, keep improving that. Rapid shot. And let's get you started on security as well. Let's add one to heavy weapons, because that can replace that really stupid blaster rifle you've got. And let's give you extra security, because that makes perfect sense. And I don't have droid upgrade class 3, but I think I get that manually through leveling up, I think. So recommended gives repair and computer use. We're going to change that to demolitions slowly. And awareness. And Master 2 weapon fighting will do. Can't improve demolitions anymore, it seems, which is a real shame. And there we go. And yeah, there we go. Droid upgrade class 3. Let's give you this. Actually, let's give you the just finish that off, and then one more level up. Just get those up to 14. And there we go. Now I can give him extra computer use and extra awareness. Awesome. So that's the droids leveled up, and I need to put a shield on for myself. Now let's go back and buy what we need to before we leave here, and presumably never come back, because I don't think I have a reason to come back to Dantooine once I've done this. Right, I might buy the blade simply to get it, because that could be useful for Canderous or somebody else. I'm not going to buy that, I don't think, so we'll get the 7,000 credits, and it's good against droids though. No, we'll leave that for a moment, and then you... Worst case scenario, I can always sell it on Yavin, because I know the Yavin, I forgot his name, the Rodian on Yavin 4 space station, he gives you the best amount of credits. So I'm going to see if there's anything for the droids, because I don't think there is particularly. I might actually... No, I'm not going to sell anything to him. No, okay, there's nothing there. Right, so I think, just for the hell of it, I am going to pick up the one blaster. Because I got the money, I might as well spend it and buy all these, you know, unique items. There we go, we're now mostly poor again. So what I'm going to do is equip party members who need stuff. Oh, whatever, you can have Jurgen's one. Right, switch the droids out. Get Mission and Canderous in. And Mission needs levelling up, so let's do that as well. Yes, feet. Might as well give you Rapid Shot. And equip you with... it's not weapons I want to give you, it's the utility belt. Because you're a skills monkey, it's useful to give you those. Canderous, you can have nothing. The immunity to poison would be good for me, so I'm going to have that. And then Canderous, actually your swords are already awesome. Maybe it's Zalbar I want then. Right, yeah. Canderous go away. Zalbar come in. Level you up as well. Get Master Critical Strike. And back a Ceremonial Blade will keep. Mission's Vibroblade is useless at this stage, so you can have this other sword, which will be useful against droids. And there we go. I think that's everyone sorted. So I'm going to upgrade a few weapons in the Ebon Hawk, and then we'll probably go back to Manaan. And let's upgrade a few things. So ranged, let's upgrade you. Oh yeah, we'll definitely upgrade you actually. Take these out and put them in here. Because we're not going to use Aldo's repeating blaster again, I don't think. And then you, or you, might take all these off and put them in here. Armour. Oh, I forgot to put Casus Fett's battle armour on. That's what I forgot to do. Right, we'll put these on. And then can I equip that on Canderous now? Because if so, that will be useful. Canderous, I skipped past you by accident. Let's do that again. Oh, you look absolutely ridiculous, but I'm going to keep you like that, just for the hell of it. And that's pretty much everyone sorted, I believe. I will go back to the main Let's Play now, where we'll be back on Manaan. Okay, so you've seen the Dantooine recordings that I did, and you know I've bought loads of gear, but we need to make a bit more money again, and we also want some more gear. So here I am with Hulas from the Geno Howardin, and I'm going to talk to him. Okay, because I know I've killed a couple of targets for him. So Zulan Centaur is dead. Okay, so we get a Geno Howardin blaster here, which is actually a really good blaster. I'll show you that in a moment. Born Dasrad is dead. Geno Howardin stealth unit. That'd probably be useful for mission if I hadn't bought the Calrissian belt. And Iforak Goldo is dead. And he believes us, because we didn't actually kill him. So we get some gloves. And I'll be back later. Because we still have one more target to kill, but I can't go there yet for various reasons. So we'll be doing that later. So we've collected the bounty for all of the targets apart from one. So can I equip the Geno Howardin power gloves? Yes, I can. So strength +4 is fantastic. Now, because we've done that, we can get our party members back. So I'm going to take with me Calf and Bastila, I think, who needs levelling up. So we'll do that now. And today's been a very interesting day for me, and I'm going to explain why. Basically, it snowed again, and it snowed heavily, to the point where, you know, my car's frozen over and the roads are completely, you know, they're not great to drive on, and, you know, basically nobody can really get anywhere unless if you have to go somewhere. And I've been sitting here, you know, working on and off most of the day. And interestingly, I get a day off tomorrow from work because of how bad the weather conditions are and how bad the roads are to drive on. And I wasn't particularly looking forward to the prospect of driving on the roads in this state. So about 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock tonight, it was confirmed that my workplace was going to be shut for the day tomorrow, which by the time you lot watch it, it'll be way past that day. But I get a day off tomorrow, basically, which is, you know, more than fun. It's a bit annoying at the same time because that day was meant to be a busy day for me and a lot of things were going to happen, but we, you know, just have to do it some other time, I guess. And yeah, so I've got this day off tomorrow, and it could be the only time in my life that I could get a day off from this job through weather conditions, so I'm going to make the most of it. Of course, I do have to still do admin from home, but that's not too much of a big worry. I don't mind doing admin from home if if it's on a work day. A little bit more annoying when I have to do it on my weekends, like I often have to do, but you know, whatever. So do we want master speed actually? Might go for stasis field because that will be useful for later. Okay, so Bastila's fully leveled up. Can I give her anything particularly? Okay, she could probably do with the dexterity. Now, Calf could probably have a Gunner Howden blaster, although attack modifier +5 is tempting though. But Bendix blaster. Right, I might just keep it where it is. He doesn't need extra strength. Although he could probably give it... No, keep the dexterity. Okay, so... got a snow day tomorrow, where I will have to work from home, but otherwise I get the day off and I get to relax at home and work from home. So I think that's a pretty good deal, all things considered. And what we're going to do now is we're going to talk to Roland Wan and basically say we've got his droid if we haven't already.
When you are ready to explore the Hrackert Rift, enter the Republic base. In the KotOR packing room, there is a door leading to the Republic submarines. The sub will have a course to the Hrackert Scientific Research Facility charted in. It will take you to the Hrackert Rift. I wish you luck on your quest. Hopefully, a Jedi can succeed where so many others have failed.
Oh, okay, we've already done that. So we're going to go down to the underwater base, which used to be one of my least favourite locations in this game, but as I've got older and the more I've replayed it, the more it's become one of my favourite locations and one of my favourite parts of the game. So we're going to explore here before we go down there. And my air freshener's just gone off because I completely forgot I turned that back on earlier. Go me. Yeah, because this microphone picks up everything, so annoyingly that is probably going to come out on the recording, but you know, what can you do? So I'm just exploring around here just in case there's anything of interest, although it clearly looks like there isn't anything particularly interesting. And not a lot else has been happening apart from my PC decided it was, you know, today was the day for yet another Windows 10 update, and it was actually quite a big one. So we're going to use the submersible, and I'm going to talk over this cutscene because it's just going to go down there. So yeah, my PC decided that today was the day to install a Windows 10 update, and it took, you know, the usual amount of time it takes to install a big update. Quite a significant amount of time, at least half an hour if I remember correctly. It might have been 20 minutes, but it felt longer. And you know, I looked at it and I completely forgot about how this update will take space. And my, you know, boot disk drive is quite small, so I only had, before I installed it, about 30 gig free space left. I'm now left with about 8 gig left. And it's really irritating because my PC's telling me that, you know, there are actions that are recommended, and it's basically saying you're running out of space. And I'm thinking, yeah, but that's your fault, Windows. You're the one taking space from me. You know, if you didn't force these updates on people, it wouldn't have mattered. But, you know, that's one of the only things I dislike about Windows 10, the forced updates. But what can you do? So I think I've got everything, and the creepiness factor is already starting down here, which is one of the reasons why I like this area so much and why I used to dislike it. So let's open this door.
Ow! How did you get in? Did they send another submersible? Quick, we have to get out of here. We have to get away.
I'm Red Varnath. Calm yourself down.
No! No, we have no time. We have to leave now. I managed to close the door after they killed everyone else, but I don't know how long it will hold.
I have to find the star map.
I don't know what you're talking about. I've never seen any map, just stinking, raking death. The Selkath, they went crazy. They started killing anything that moved. Someone must have triggered the defense systems too, because all the droids activated as well. I was one of the mercs the Republic sent down here to find out what happened. We came down and secured the first couple of rooms. There were bodies everywhere. And the Selkath came out, screaming and croaking their fishy little war cries.
You fought them?
They swarmed out and over us. There was no way we could stop them. So we ran. But hardly any of us made it. I locked the door behind us, but the others had already left in the submersible. The sharks. The Ferox are out there, and worse. I heard an explosion shortly after the submersible left. They didn't make it. Just food for the sharks and the Selkath. Like us.
I have to get into the station.
No! I locked the door so the Selkath won't get in. If you open it, we're all done for.
Tough. I need it open.
If you go in there, you're dead. You're all dead. If you want to die, then go. You won't hear me mourning for you. I'll stay here and be safe until some sort of real rescue comes.
Awesome. So we have a mercenary who's petrified. And you'll see why he's petrified in a moment. And interestingly, I've always wondered, why doesn't this mercenary just take our submersible and go? Because there's nothing stopping him, in theory. Unless if we have some keys that only we have and he can't get. But anyway, we're opening the door. Some really nice views here. And credit to BioWare's team. They did a fantastic job of conveying this sense of dread and, you know, the whole being underwater vibe. It's fantastically done. And there's lots of credits here, so that's good. Let's carry on. And there's one other thing about this area that I really like, and it's the battle music that plays just in this area alone. And it also plays later on in the game, but in terms of actually fighting people, it only plays here. Now, is there anything we can do with this security panel? Let's have a look. So, there's loads of Selkath. We could kill them. We're not going to do that, because I'd rather, you know, kill them properly. And the same goes for here. And as you can tell by the Selkath's movement, they are definitely insane. And again, that one costs more to do. I don't quite know why. No, we don't want to do anything there. We don't want to do anything there. We might want to deactivate that shield though. I think I'll do that just to make things a tiny bit easier. And is there any others? Okay, nothing special there. And we can kill ourselves! Yeah, let's not do that. So let's log out. We've wasted a few spikes, but I think it will be worth it. So we can't open this door for some reason. Probably because it doesn't actually lead anywhere on the map. So we're going to go this way. And take on these droids. Now, this is what I like about this area. This battle theme. It's fantastic. Jeremy Soule is a fantastic composer anyway when it comes to games.
How'd you like that?
But I really like the work he did with this particular part of the score. I'm actually just going to stand here and listen to the score a moment because it's fantastic. And then unfortunately it gets interrupted because the battle didn't last very long. But one of the reasons I like that theme so much is because it sounds very... I don't know if it's just my imagination, but it always gives me a sort of... You know, it sort of reminds me of the Lord of the Rings trilogy. And I don't know if that's just me, but it always sounds like that to me. And it always sounds very battle-esque and very, you know, like you're going to go to war. And it sounds fantastic. So, and again, when it gets to the, you know, the next bit, when it gets to this bit, I just think the theme sounds fantastic. So now... But yeah, that bit of the score is one of my favourite bits of the Knights of the Old Republic 1 soundtrack. It sounds very much like The Lord of the Rings to my ears, and it sounds so good. Like, you could just imagine killing loads of people to that song, at least in my mind. So we're going to go through here. There's quite a lot of droids. There's actually more droids than Selkath from what I can tell. And I'm almost dead, because... if I forgot to say earlier, it's Knights of the Old Republic on Impossible difficulty. I'm pretty sure I actually did forget to say that I was playing this game on Impossible difficulty for once. That's actually quite bad of me. Right, so that's these guys cleared out. So, equipment pack I think I've already picked up, but yeah, we've done that. And there's 2 doors here, so we might as well kill some Selkath. Let them come to us. Hopefully Bastila doesn't... I'm going to actually switch to Bastila a moment so she doesn't do anything stupid. Oh, and she's poisoned. Lovely. Let's go! Okay, hopefully Karth doesn't run in. Okay, that's good. And now we'll switch to Karth and run him round. Might as well just quickly take these guys out. And I'm almost dead. Come on. There we go. That was actually quite close. Just to prove once again, impossible difficulty. Which is interesting. Because I need to actually... Oh no, Karth doesn't have demolitions.
Sure.
Who has the best demolition skills then? Me? Yep, looks like it's me. I don't think I'm going to be able to recover this, so let's watch me fail and kill everyone. Yep, didn't quite hurt anybody this time, but I could have been very unlucky there. Should have disabled it. This is what happens when you don't bring mission along. Now, these items in here are very important for the next phase of the game. You need the sonic emitter. You do not want to miss a sonic emitter on this, otherwise you are going to struggle significantly. Now that we've done that, let's go to the next room. But yeah, the sense of dread is fantastic on this module. I thought I disabled your shield. Have I just wasted 8 spikes for nothing? Or however many spikes it was. Well, it's down anyway, so let's just take you down.
You cannot win.
We may actually struggle here. Right, I'm going to equip a shield because this is not going very well. Use the cheap tactic. Bastila, you can also do the same. And Karth, if you have a shield, apparently you don't. Well, you're just going to have to suffer then.
How'd you like that?
And Bastila's down. Hopefully this does not have any adverse effects. Oh, we might die though. Yep, we're ready. Come on, Karth, you're our last hope. Right, run and not Master Power Blast. We want Rapid Shots. Yeah, and stop missing. Alright, maybe Master Power Blast here then. Why are you missing, Karth? Okay, run. This is not good. Hide, if you can. This is not going very well. Let's just heal and then we'll go back in. Okay, that will do. Can you just take this droid out, please, Karth? Oh wow, it's really durable. Okay, come on, Karth, you can do this. No. Right, I need to hide again. Don't know why this droid is causing me so much trouble. It's ridiculously durable for what it is. So, come on. Oh wow, no. This droid is really irritating. I'm wasting all my advanced med packs on this stupid droid.
How'd you like that?
And this droid is fantastic at taking damage. Well, you know, fantastic at withstanding damage, I should say. So I need to actually use a stim here. I think... Oh no, I respawned everyone. I'm not quite sure that was meant to happen, but I'm going to use it to my advantage. So heal everybody. Several times. And then we're going to go in and take this thing out.
Uh-huh. What?
And yeah, definitely switch to the sonic emitter when we've got a chance. So this droid should still be at, you know, barely any health. Force lightning this. There you go, stupid thing's dead. I can't believe that caused me as much trouble as it did. And then we can progress through and see what else this place has to offer. Bastila, get out of the way. Okay, so in here we are going to explore the other side of the map, but first let's see what's in here.
No problem.
Open up the lockers.
Got it.
Anyway, I am definitely looking forward to having the day off tomorrow, even though I've got to work from home, but I am looking forward to doing that. No need to drive in, especially with the snow outside. It wouldn't have been a pleasant drive. As I said on my other video, all there's Selkath in here. We'll deal with them in a moment. As I said, actually I am going to explore the other half of the map so I can talk a bit more. It would have been annoying for me to have drove to work and do it in this massive amount of snow, because the UK doesn't see snow very often, especially not to this level. I think the last time it snowed this bad was in 2010, and then we've seen snow in like 2013, and at the time when it snowed in 2013 I was at university and I was living away from home, and it was a pain navigating it, but at the same time I wasn't actually driving at that point, so I didn't have to worry about it too much. The only time I was driving was when I was doing driving lessons, so completely different vibe. You'll want to go through these pressure doors at some point as well, because eventually we're going to end up going outside into the water. So I'm pretty sure I've already picked this up, yes. I have short-term memory loss when it comes to, you know, playing and talking. So I want to open a door. Can I actually open this? No problem.
Didn't work.
No, apparently I cannot.
What can I do?
Does the half have good security?
On it. Damn. Yes?
No, he does not. So I am going to... Oh, hello. There's a puddle here. I didn't actually... I think that's the first time I've ever noticed that actually running on puddles, you know, actually creates splash. I'm an idiot.
Yes?
Okay, Bastila, can you just open this door for us? Yeah, preferably, how do you miss a door? How do you miss a door? How do you miss a door, Bastila? Come on. Right, this is not working.
Ready? Yes?
This is when the plasma torch from Knights of the Old Republic 2 would be useful. And how do I miss a door? Right, this isn't working. We're not going to stand here all day and try and attempt to open this. So, working from home is going to be awesome. Not having to drive in the snow, going to be awesome. And it also means, as a bonus, I'll have more time, you know, to do some editing for some of the past episodes for this series that I haven't done yet, because I have already recorded, you know, not already recorded, I've already fully edited one, which I need to render overnight, and then I can upload that tomorrow, which is already going to be uploaded by the time you see this. But, you know, it means I can spend another hour or two editing some more episodes. Now, there's a whimpering locker here. Interesting, I didn't realise lockers could talk. What does this mean for us?
Is somebody out there? Fishy, 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 come and eat me too. You can't get me, little fishy. Not in here. I'm safe behind my walls.
Well, technically you're behind a locker, but okay. Let's see. I'm Red Varnath, and I've been sent by the Republic to investigate what's happened here.
Investigate? You're just like the others. Fodder for the Selkath. Walking fish snacks. Trump, trump, trump. If you can run, you might be fast food. When the Selkath went insane and started killing everybody, I locked myself in here. I'm safe in here. Nothing can hurt me in here. No fishy food for me.
I like the idea that fast food becomes, you know, movable things. Let's see. What made the Selkath insane?
Don't know. Go ask them. When the demon screamed, it shook every mind in the station. We fell to the ground but survived. Fishies, though, they just got hungry.
Come out. We'll protect you from the Selkath, and you can join our party.
No. That's what the others said. Mercenaries like you, but they're dead. The Selkath ate them. Lunchy. Only the ones left in the south part of the base might still be alive, or where the KotOR is. Few fishies there, but many fishies in between the water.
Okay, let's try a Jedi mind trick on him. Let's see how that goes. And my air freshener just went off again, so I'm actually going to turn that off once I play through this. You want to come out of that room. It's not a room, it's a locker. You want to come out of the locker. You feel safe with us.
No. That's what the others said.
In case you couldn't tell, he says exactly the same response, even if you use a Jedi mind trick on him, so he's pretty much unpersuadable. Okay, if you don't come out, I'll just leave you in there.
Bye-bye. Go look for fishy people. They'll chomp and bite. Food for fishy. That's you.
Such an interesting fellow. You can actually kill him from what I remember, and if you do that he just turns out to be another generic Republic officer, but we're not that harsh. We're going to just leave him in there because that's what he wants. So the Selkath here actually attack each other.
How'd you like that?
Which is pretty interesting. So in theory you could let them kill each other and then you wouldn't have to do anything, but in this instance... Oh yeah, so here the Selkath Bastila don't run.
I'm here.
Come on. Right, let the Selkath come to us, because one's already poisoned.
Ready.
And then, don't want to trigger the mines. Because the AI has a nasty habit of running into mines when it comes to party members. And... oh, who ran into that? Calf, was that you? Why did you run into the mine? I could have disabled that and got some experience. You silly man. Okay, so you can get a sonic emitter from here as well, and it's basically difficult to avoid missing the sonic emitter. So we're going to go through here, and there's more Selkath. So before we go in there, let's take these droids out in this corridor. Do it preferably without going through the mines. So I'm going to move everybody back because I've got a much better idea of how to handle this. So we're going to turn solo mode on, and then I'm going to go on my own, and then I'm going to take out the droid on my own. And hopefully I don't regret doing this. No, don't open the door, don't open the door. That was a misclick. And for doing that, I get to level up to 17. Yes, level up to level 17. We'll do that in a moment once I've cleared out these next few rooms. Okay, turn solo mode off because I don't need it on now. And then I'm just going to hope that nobody runs in front of me as I'm disabling this mine. There we go. Now this is the door I couldn't open earlier. Let's see if I can destroy it from this side. No, I can't, so we're not going to do anything with that. I don't know if that door can actually be opened or not. I'm going to assume it can be, but I could be completely wrong. So, they're already insane, might as well make them scared even more.
You asked for this!
You cannot.
You asked for this!
There.
The insane Selkath are relatively easy to take out. They're just more irritating than anything. And it appears there's an invisible wall here for some bizarre reason. I don't think I've ever noticed that before. See, you can't actually run towards the wall, but you can here. Very strange. So we're going to pick up the remains. Not a lot here, nothing special particularly. And I am tempted to just do all of the underwater base as one really long episode. I am tempted to do that. I probably will, because I'm assuming I can do it all in one big recording and then I can move on. But who knows, I might change my mind partway through. Selkath are dead in here, there's a mine to disable, so we'll do that. It's amazing how little I actually valued demolitions when I was a kid. But now, you know, as an adult playing this as properly as I can, demolitions is actually one of my favoured skills, simply because it makes the game so much better from the point of view of actually recovering mines and then selling them to make money, or using them in combat, and just basically getting the most out of the game, in my opinion. So we'll pick up 200 credits, nice. I don't know why anyone would take their credits down here, but, you know, means more money for us. We've now got 16,000 credits. We could do with more, but I don't think we're going to get a big payoff like we did in the last part. So one more door, and then we can go out into the sea. Oh, and of course they put a mine there. Okay, so you do not run into the mines, please. I don't want anyone running into mines. So Bastila, can you go over there, preferably without running into things? And then... Oh, you ran into it anyway. Well done. You just completely ignored my instructions. I never know who to take down here when it comes to the underwater base. I probably should have took Mission and Zalbar, but you know, I want to use Karth and Bastila for a change because I haven't used them both together for a while. And you might be wondering, why on earth am I using them both here? If you've played this game before, you'll know why you would question that. But you know, I just want to. I always take Karth and Bastila down to the underwater base. It makes the most sense to me. So Persuade, I want it by 2, and I also want. Let's get Demolitions up as well, and then Feats. I think I've got everything I want feats wise, to be honest. Right, we'll get the Persuade up though, and then 2 powers I can get here, and there's 2 powers I could actually afford to get. So Stasis Field for definite, and Insanity. I mean, Force Wave's awesome, but we'll leave that for a moment. So I've only got 3 more levels left that I can play with, but for now, we're not going to see that for quite a while. So we're going to go outside. And unfortunately, this means we are going to leave Karth and Bastila behind. So let's begin the airlock sequence. And we're going underwater, which is one of the more tedious aspects of this game. Oh, hello. This doesn't normally happen. Karth and Bastila actually come with you. How interesting. Again, normally in the vanilla game, you only do this on your own. But it seems the restored content has actually allowed me to take Karth and Bastila. Now the joke would be, would Zalbar wear one of these suits? Because if so, that would be hilarious. And this is the downside of these guys coming with me. I'm blocked. So Karth, get out of the way so I can actually get through. And I'm not quite sure how this works with all 3 of us, considering that there's probably only 1 suit available, but whatever, we'll just roll with it. It does mean that entering doors is going to be a pain though.
Who's there? You're not Selkath, I can see that much. Are you another rescue crew?
The joke would be as if I was actually a Selkath. This would be hilarious. I am Red Varnath. The Republic sent us down here to investigate. Okay, the dialogue I think may have been modified, I don't know. But anyway.
I'm a merc the Republic hired a couple days ago to investigate. But all we found was a bunch of insane Selkath killing everything that moves. All my companions are dead. The Selkath swarmed over us. There were dozens of them. And they looked wrong somehow. Like something had changed inside them. Insane or something. Oh, I'd have gone back to the surface long ago if this complex hadn't been overrun by all those crazy Selkath. There's no way for me to get to the submarine docking bay.
What are you doing in the underwater section of the facility?
I discovered a way to get to the bay and seal off the rest of the base. I just have to find the KotOR harvester they built on the edge of the Hackert Rift. It's got an emergency override to open the doors to the submarine docking bay, and I could get in from the outside. I figured my only chance was to slap on an environment suit, head out onto the ocean floor, and check that harvester out for myself. Besides, it's got to be safer out on the ocean floor than back in there with all those crazed Selkath mutants running around looking for dinner.
It's amazing how much the Republic and the mercenaries are panicking because of the situation. Well, technically it's safer inside there now, so if you want to go back in, it's not a problem. You wait here, I'll go check it out.
I'm not spending another minute in this facility. Not with those psychotic fish people all over the place. I'm heading out to the ocean floor right now. It leads to another complex of buildings. Going through them is the only way to reach the KotOR harvester. We should probably stick together, but I won't wait around in here with the Selkath. You can catch up with me if you want. Down the hall and through the doors on the right. I'll be waiting on the ocean floor where it's safe.
Okay, those crazy fish people you just talked about, they are Selkath. They wish to be treated as such. Before we follow him, we're going to painfully walk slowly across here. And this is one annoying thing about Knights of the Old Republic 1. Whilst it's more realistic than moving super quick, this is far too slow from a gameplay perspective, and it takes forever to get anywhere. In Knights of the Old Republic 2, whenever you had a heavy suit sequence like this, they made it so that, Obsidian, when I say they, Obsidian made it so that you could actually move relatively quickly. Now, it looks completely stupid, and it doesn't make any sense of realism, but at the very least, you get to where you need to be quicker. So there's a rounded door here. I don't recall if that was always here, but anyway. So all these exits basically take you back into the base. I'm just exploring it on the off chance there's anything interesting down here, and I don't think there is, so I may have just wasted... Oh no, there is a footlocker. Cool, so we'll open that up. Watch as it turns out to be absolutely nothing interesting whatsoever. Yep, 2 frag mines, absolutely worthless. So I am tempted to... Calf, get out of the way. I am actually tempted to speed this up so you don't have to painfully sit through this walking monstrosity.
But, we'll see how it goes. So we're going to follow that dude into, the rest of this underwater part of Manaan and find out what happens. Again, it would have been safer for him to have gone back in the base, honestly, because we've cleared out the vast majority of it. He could probably just, make a living and, down in the underwater base and join the dude who's hiding in a locker and the other dude at the beginning. It would all be good. The amount of times I've played this game and had to watch this painfully slow movement, it's unbelievable. But we're getting to where we need to go, so we're going to go down here and find where this dude is.
On the other hand, the underwater part of the game looks incredibly stunning. But again, this was one of my least favourite parts of the game when I used to play it years ago. It's only in recent years I've begun to appreciate Manaan as a planet and as a level and all that. Again, this used to be the last planet I ever visited in the main game, but now it's the the penultimate planet I visit in the Starforge quest. So the survivor's going to do this nice little cutscene thing. Let's see what happens.
Come on, hurry up! Don't just stand there. We have to keep moving. The water is filled with gas. Ah!
Sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't quite catch it. Okay, so they're sharks, or Phyraxian sharks as the game likes to call them. Now, one of the reasons why you want the sonic emitter is to kill these, sharks. Because if you don't have this, you're going to die very quickly. And I don't know why I'm running this way, considering there's absolutely nothing over here. I'm just doing this to prove a point. So, these Phyraxian sharks, they are dangerous. They are absolutely dangerous. And for some reason there was a bit of feedback from, my microphone there. Not quite sure what was going on. But you want the sonic emitters. Now, despite the fact it says I only have 2, every time you use them, you don't actually lose them. So here's an example shark that we're going to kill in a moment. Now, it looks like you can't do anything to kill this thing, but let it come to you, and then you'll do a nice little 4-speed animation, as in it's exactly the same animation as when you activate 4-speed, and this will kill the Phyraxian sharks, like so. We only get 40 experience for it, but at least they're dead. Okay, and they just float up and, sleep on their backs, dead. But anyway, so is that why that's shut? Because there's a Phyraxian shark in there. Interesting. Did the Republic and the mercenaries somehow manage to lock a shark in there away from all its buddies? And it seems they did. So you've got two choices of where you can go. Right, I believe, doesn't actually take you anywhere important, so you want to go left here. I think if you go right, you end up back in the facility. You know, the main facility you just came from. Now, which shark is going to attack me first? Right, they're both coming, so... Oh, and they're both dead. Wonderful. So we're not going to go right, we're going to go left. Now, because I've got Karth and Bastila with me, it's going to be harder to tell if I'm actually going in the right direction. Because if you play the vanilla game without the restoration mod, you're on your own for this bit and for the next bit. But annoyingly, because Karth and Bastila have been added back in, or you know, the ability to have party members has been added back in, this takes away some of the tension, and I'm a little bit sad this has been brought back if this was a restoration choice. Okay, we're going in the right direction, and you can tell because the map has been barely uncovered here. So there's more insane Selkath. What I'm going to do is put solo mode back on.
I'm here.
Oh, they've dropped the suits here, that's lovely.
What?
So hopefully Bastila doesn't come forward. Okay, so let them come here, and then I'll bring Bastila through.
I'm here.
We'll do it the, you know, the good old-fashioned way.
The Force fights with me.
Half can join in.
You asked for this!
What?
Right then, so let's disable this mine and turn solo mode off. Pick up what we need to. But yeah, I'm a little bit sad that assuming this is a restoration change, I am sad that, you know, the ability to have party members for this section of the game has been resurrected, because it seems to take away the tension that was, you know, that BioWare intended. So a little bit sad of that, but at the same time it gives me a slightly new vibe of how this plays out. A Selkath with 51 credits, that's actually quite wonderful. And we'll go through here and see what happens. Let's open all these doors and then we can get what we need to before we go to this weird force field looking thing with two people behind it. Kill some more Selkath. Suppose I could try out my new powers. Why is this Selkath running away?
You asked for this!
I love how these Selkath give more experience. Well, that one didn't. But some of these Selkath give more experience than the Phyraxian sharks. It's actually quite ridiculous when you think about it. Right, so there's a Republic soldier corpse here. Does he have anything good? He has a breath mask. That would be pretty cool if we were going through some poisonous area, but unfortunately we're not. And again, large lockers, and we could go back into the sea. Before we do that, see if there's anything else. No, just the usual. And what we're going to do now is I might actually put that breath mask on for a moment. Oh no, but there's no point because you can't see it, and this is the only disadvantage of the invisible headgear mod. If I put the breath mask on, you can't see it, so it takes away a bit of that, you know, that immersion factor. But whatever, we're just gonna talk to these people. I'm sure nothing can go wrong here. Hello.
No, you can't come in here. You'll let the Phyraxian and the Selkath in. No, stay out! Stay out! I won't let you open the door for those monsters to get in. I'll stop you. I'll suck all the pressure out of the chamber. That'll stop you.
Kill them! Kill them now!
Okay, these people are not thinking clearly. Let's just break through the force field.
Depressurization.
If you don't do this in time, I'm pretty sure you actually die. So let's not let that happen. And this is why it's really tense when you're on your own.
48 seconds to complete depression.
No. The Phyraxian will get us. No, the Selkath are coming. No.
No! Ah!
Okay, calm down. Calm down. Everything will be okay.
I'm sorry for what I did. I don't know what came over me. I just panicked when I heard someone outside the door. Please forgive me. I'm just so scared.
We're both just scared.
When the Selkath went crazy, I thought everyone else except me and Sammy went mad. We had a few people outside the station when it happened.
The Frax and sharks just tore them apart. It was like they were frenzied.
The next thing we knew, our Selkath researchers started screaming and clawing at everything around them. My team was torn apart and eaten before my eyes.
How horrible. I can only imagine how frightened you were.
Sammy and me, I thought we were the only ones left. We heard the Selkath outside the doors every once in a while, and strange noises echoing through the base.
We thought everyone was dead or insane. I must have been hysterical. I don't know what I can say. I truly apologize for the horrible mistake I was making.
I'm KotOR Nolan, and this is Sammy. We were scientists working here on the Harakard Rift project.
That was a lot of talking, and interestingly, Bastila has a line of dialogue that's cut from the normal game, so maybe it's a good thing I actually have party members with me this time. So interestingly, he introduces himself with his full name, and then his colleague is like, "Oh no, this is just Sammy. She doesn't need a surname." Let's see that. We could be really evil here and just kill them for them trying to kill us, but we're not going to do that. So let's see. Why did the Selkath all go crazy?
We don't know. Not for sure.
The work teams were outside in the rift near the vent. Then there was this rumbling, and my head felt like it was splitting open.
This monster rose up from the rift.
It was a Faraxa shark, I think. Bigger than anything I'd ever seen before. Bigger than our submersibles.
It was like it was screaming inside my head.
Then all the Selkath started screaming too. And they turned on us.
What did the shark have to do with that?
Well, maybe it was protecting the ruins by the rift.
It could have been. It might have a lair in the Harakard Rift near the KotOR vent. That might explain a few things too.
How could you miss something that big living there?
I don't know. It seems impossible, but maybe whatever sort of power it used to drive the Selkath insane masked it from us somehow. Maybe it was lying dormant deeper in the rift.
I think it might live there. Live there because of the KotOR.
Maybe. That would explain more. Like why it reacted so violently when our construction efforts got closer to the vent. And also, why it's so large. It must be feeding off the KotOR. It would have to be ancient indeed for it to reach that size. With KotOR as a food source.
And all those other Faraxan sharks? Those might be its offspring.
Which would be why they all swarmed when it called out to them. Children coming to protect their mother.
The star map I'm looking for is out there. I need to get past.
That would be suicide! It's out there still!
Out there, waiting for us.
So what can I do about it?
The Faraxan sharks have always been a serious problem. We had some blasters and projectile cannons to defend against them, but they still got some of our workers from time to time.
We were working on a soluble chemical compound that would drive them away. Something that smelled or tasted repulsive to them, but we never got it working right.
Oh, I think not. Even flawed like it is, it should be ideal for this situation.
No, it's not working right. You don't know what it'll do.
What are you talking about?
The repellent we made was supposed to drive Faraxan sharks away, but we never got very far in its development. The one we tested instead was violently toxic to them, rupturing their outer skin in seconds and preventing them from drawing oxygen from the water by clogging their intakes.
Which is exactly what we need in this situation. Something to kill that monster shark that destroyed our station.
But we don't know how else the chemical reacts. We only tried it in a controlled environment. In the open ocean, who knows what it could do? It could even affect the KotOR.
We know exactly what it'll do. It'll kill the shark. That's what we designed it to do.
What else could I do? Because that seems really unethical and really bad for the environment.
You don't need to do anything else. We have a canister of the toxin here right now. We were working on it before the giant Faraxan drove all the Selkath insane. All you need to do is insert it into the main KotOR harvester and have it vented. Get away as soon as you can. We don't know how much worse it'll affect the giant Phyraxian shark.
What other choice do I have, though?
Well, the monster seems to have been driven out by the machinery we installed at the edge of the rift. We've seen it out there on the cameras, bashing itself against the machines. I think if you could destroy the machinery we installed, the shark would calm down and retreat back into its lair inside the rift.
I am not so sure.
I am sure. You can reprogram the harvesting machines to overpressure their self-oxidizing fuel so that the fuel tank canisters will rupture and the entire machine will destroy itself. The hydrolium gas we use is a gas at 1 to 3 million sangin, a liquid at about 4 million sangin, and a solid above that. When it's a liquid, it's very explosive. If you inject enough of the hydrolium gas into the tank, the pressure will be so great that it'll turn to liquid form and start a chain reaction inside the machine.
But we'll lose everything we've built here. All those years of work.
It's better than whatever your chemical will do to the water.
And that is what I agree with. Poisoning the water is a really stupid move. So this is where you can actually kill the two scientists, but we're not going to do that. So I will try to destroy the harvesting machine.
Good. Destroying the machinery will be better in the long run. We can't risk damaging the environment or the KotOR. You'll have to break into the computer on the harvesting machine and fiddle with the fuel injectors to get the tank pressure up to the point where the hydrolium will liquidize. Once the machinery is gone, the shark should leave.
That won't work, and you know it. We have to vent the toxin from the harvesting machine. Once the shark is dead, we can get back to mining the KotOR. You know what you have to do.
I just hope you make the right choice.
Awesome. So this next bit can actually be a pain if you don't know what you're doing, and I can't remember the exact pattern in order to get the desired outcome, so it might take me a couple of takes. But essentially what you can do is, with the machine, you can either poison the water and kill the shark, or you can destroy the facility or aspects of this facility.
Yes?
Guys, get out of the way. Oh, sure. Calf died. Oh wow, because I couldn't respond in time. Come on, Calf, get up. Oh, no, this is bad. Right, destroy the sharks before we all die, because I haven't made a save in a while. Okay.
What?
That was absolutely terrible. Am I going to get up, or am I just stuck infinitely?
Yes?
Well, looks like I'm stuck. Come on.
Uh-huh. What?
Well, that's never happened before. I haven't particularly died here, and wow, I'm actually getting a limping animation. I don't think I've seen a limping animation here before. So you basically got two choices here. You can either destroy the facility, or the vast majority of it, even though you actually go back in and it seems perfectly fine, or you can poison the shark and therefore the KotOR and stuff. So I think if we try and go down this way, we die automatically. What the hell was that? Oh, it's just my party members following me. Okay, I'm going to make a save here, and then I'm going to see what happens if we actually go forward. Let's be idiots about this, like we did with the Crate Dragon on Dantooine. Let's go all the way down here and see what happens. See if it triggers a cutscene, or see if it just kills us automatically. Hello, Phyraxian shark, you big giant thing, you. We just want to be friends, and my god, you're an ugly looking thing, aren't you? Apparently you're a sea beast, you're not actually a Phyraxian shark. So, hello, we're going to just talk to you. We just want to get past, and oh, the combat music started. I'm sure this will go well. No, we were eaten alive. Let's do that again without the stupidity. Now, this aspect of the game really annoys me. So we can feed the toxin into the vents, which we don't want to do. So we're going to access the fuel tank pressure control, and I think you can still poison it even doing it this method, if I remember correctly. I could be completely wrong. So I can't remember the exact pattern here, but we have to basically get it to be... Well, don't do that. So we want to transfer this as much as we can, and then we want to confuse it enough to get it to a level that we want. Dump that. Transfer. Fill. Yeah, I can't exactly remember how to do this. So... dump that then. I am sure there's some method here. I just can't remember what it is. I'm just randomly clicking things and hoping I get there. Oh, there we go, we've done it. Cool. Not quite sure how, but I've done it. And there we go, we've destroyed the facility and the shark is now over here, meaning we can go past. Or limp past in this instance, because me and Calf took so much damage. I am going to heal that the next chance I get. So, now that the KotOR harvesting machine has been destroyed, the Great Phyraxian shows no signs of hostility. It allows you to pass. How very considerate of it. So we can now go to the star map, and I wonder if any extra dialogue gets triggered here because we've got party members. Because again, normally you're doing all of this on your own. But this time we've got Calf and Bastila with us. So we're going to limp all the way over here. Any minute now. And there we go. Let's see if there's any new dialogue for triggering the star map, because normally this is a silent bit. Nope, still no dialogue. Awesome. So we've got the star map that we need. Now we can limp all the way back. Before I go back to the main facility, which I think the one on the right takes us to, I do actually want to speak to the scientists and see what their view on the situation is. Now, when I first played this game, I always used to kill the shark because I was impatient and I couldn't deal with that puzzle every single time. The downside to that is you get a massive amount of dark side points, and it also means that you're pretty much banned from ever going to Manaan ever again. You're basically locked to just where the Ebon Hawk is, and then you can't explore the planet anymore. So realistically, it doesn't really make much sense to actually, you know, make Manaan against you. And the reason why is because once you finish this, spoiler alert, the Selkath will take you to trial again, because that's just what they do. They like taking people to court and trying to sue them for things. And the same thing will happen even when you do what I've just done here, which is, you know, destroy the facility and, you know, not kill the shark. But you still go to trial anyway. And if you do the dark side version, you pretty much, I believe, you pretty much can't get around it. They know you killed the shark, therefore you're banned from the planet and barred from ever visiting. So if you're a dark side player who hates everything, go for it. But make sure that if you are going to do that, make sure you've done everything on Manaan first, like the Geno Harridan side quests and things, otherwise you're going to have a bit of trouble.
What?
So let's see what these guys have to say before I, before I leave forever. Right, hello Sammy.
We saw what you did out there on the cameras. Destroying the machinery was the right thing to do for everyone. That creature, the giant Phyraxian shark, the guardian of the KotOR or whatever it was, seems to have calmed down a lot. It may even be safe to go outside now, but we'll stay here and wait for the Republic rescue crews. Thank you for not making a huge mistake.
Okay, so Sammy approves. What does Kono have to say?
I saw what happened on the camera, and I can't believe what you did. How could you willfully destroy the KotOR harvesting machinery? That'll set us back years. I'll have you know that when we get back to the surface, I'll have the Republic do a full inquiry into your actions. Now go back to the surface and get the Republic to send a real rescue team down for us.
Wow, what a dick. I mean, do you want to drink poisoned water for the rest of your life on this planet? Thought not. So we're going to go back outside, because I believe the quickest way to get back is to go up here, and the party are blocking us again.
Ready? Sure.
So let's go, because I believe this pressure door should take us back to where we need to go. And it does, marvellous. I'm not quite sure how that works, because I don't think this takes us back to... I'm going to try it, actually. I'm going to go back out and see if this takes us back to that location. And it does. Yeah, maybe that only works, you know, half the time, but normally I'm used to, you know, that normally takes you to the main sea location, and we're going to leave here forever because I think we've pretty much done what we need to do. Okay, this door is shut for some reason. I wonder why. We can't see anything beyond the doors. But what I'm going to do, because I have a bad feeling about this, I'm going to make a save. Right, here we go.
At last, my search is over. I was beginning to fear someone else had killed you and deprived me of the pleasure. You may have defeated the pathetic bounty hunter my master sent after you, but you are no match for me. I have studied at the foot of the Dark Lord himself.
Have you? Let's see. So we've got an option to basically talk about Trask. Let's just ask him, how did you get down here?
Do you think those Republic subs are the only way to reach the ocean floor? Malik and Revan found a way down here long before the Rackard station was built. I acquired a ship and followed the same route Revan and my master used on their own journey. Then it was simply a matter of waiting for you to return for the star map.
You were on the Endar Spire. You killed Trask. You'll pay for that.
Your words mean nothing to me.
So we can't talk about Trask anymore, apparently. So you're Malik's apprentice. Can't say I'm impressed.
Your words mean nothing to me. Unless you wish to beg for your life. No? Then I shall try to make this both quick and painful.
So this is Darth Bandon, who only appears pretty much here and two other parts of the game. And he is really difficult if you're not careful. So what I'm going to do is put on a shield, and I'm also going to do the same for Bastard.
I'm here.
Unfortunately, it means Karth is pretty much shieldless. So I'm going to attack the Sith first, get them out of the way. Don't attack Darth Bandon. This Sith this Dark Jedi doesn't want to do anything apparently. Karth is disabled for a moment. Okay, Darth Bandon can be a pain, so he's probably going to spam Death Field in a moment, like so. You can tell I played this game too much. Oh my god, we're almost dead. Damn it, heal. Heal, quick. Oh no. You can do this, Karth. You can do this. You can do it. Oh, we're dead. Wonderful. The joys of impossible difficulty. Okay, this time we're going to do the slightly spammy option, which is put loads of mines down.
Whoever steps on this will get a nasty Whoever steps on this will get a nasty Whoever steps on this
and hope the Dark Jedi don't run into it.
Will get a nasty Whoever steps on this 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 will get a nasty shock.
Ready? Put shields on. Does Karth? Yes, Karth has 2 now. Good. So we're going to put some on him.
I'm here.
Put shields on everybody, and then we're going to open this door if the game will... No, don't recover it. Right, so take out the Dark Jedi very quickly, and...
You cannot win!
This is take number 2. Let's try this again. Right. Come on, Bandon, get over here.
There.
Oh, that was so cheap, but so worth it. This is why mines are so good. Okay, we got Darth Bandon's fibre armour, which I might actually give to Mission. And we've got some nice credits as a reward. So we're going to leave here and then see what happens. Looks like that mercenary we met here has now been killed, apparently. Even though his body's not here, I'm going to assume Bandon killed him. Before we go, I do want to show that Trask option, so I'm presuming I'm going to put it in somewhere just as a little, you know, just as a little extra, because normally that conversation doesn't allow you to actually play it, but with a little bit of editing, I'm going to sneak it in. You'll have already seen that, though, by the time I've you know, edited it in. And we're going to head back up to Manaan, get away from this planet forever, so use the submersible. And again, it's a massive surprise that nobody stole this whilst we were exploring, because we could have been stranded down here for absolutely ever if somebody in the facility was more smart about it. Or smarter about it. Okay, so we're back in the nice
returned.
bar.
I was beginning to fear that you too might have been lost. Did you find out what had happened down there at the facility?
No, absolutely not. It was a waste of time, don't worry about it. Your construction broke something up.
Something was down there? Living in the Rift by the KotOR?
That's a really good album. I recommend listening to that. Living in the Rift by the KotOR. Really good band. A gigantic Phyraxian shark that drove all the Selkath insane.
It's horrible. The entire operation wasted by a disaster we could never in 1,000 years have foreseen. What has happened to the facility itself? Were there any survivors?
Yes, they were all cowards. A few scientists have survived.
Well, that's good to know. Good to know indeed. But what has happened to the facility? Was it damaged?
The harvesting machine was destroyed.
No, that is terrible. That will set our work back years. It may even cost us the war. While I am glad that you were able to solve our problems, the cost may have ended up being much too high. But you have done your job and helped us in our time of need. And for that I thank you. Oh, and did you end up finding your star map?
Yes, I did.
As you can see, by helping us, you helped yourself. Perhaps we can work together again in the future.
Okay, so we got some credits for that. Does Roland say anything else?
Greetings once again. I trust you have been discreet concerning the events at Rackard Rift. Should the Selkath obtain proof of what occurred down there, the consequences for the Republic would be severe. For both our sakes, I hope you are smart enough to keep silent on this matter. Truth be told, I'm uncomfortable even with us being seen together. The rumors are already plentiful enough among the Selkath about the Republic's role in this.
Okay, I think the bribe option gets you dark side points, so we're not going to do that. I think I'll be going now.
Then I shall wish you good day. On behalf of the Republic, I hope you enjoy your time here on Manaan.
Oh, it's been, mostly enjoyable. Apart from, I've been put on trial, I've been, hounded, I've not had a great time, so, it kind of varies. But I do love the planet, so, as you can see, there are Selkath outside. We've still got our shields on. The Selkath just come from the hotel, that's quite amusing actually. Hello. Okay, you'll never take me alive, dear me. That didn't work the last time, so very well, I will come peacefully. Which is perfect timing because our shield's deactivated as I said it. And we're on trial once again, which is going to be fantastic. Don't be getting Arbiter this time. I suppose the last one was pretty useless. What have I done to the rift? Well, using a Jedi mind trick wouldn't be wise here. Lying wouldn't be wise here. So, the explosions are at the research station. Both our governments set up there. That's not a lie. That's the truth. Oh, someone was kept out of the loop. I am skipping all of the dialogue because it gives me a headache. Okay, so what's happened at the research station? What caused the explosions? Lying would be stupid, and let's be honest with them. The machinery had woken up a giant Phyraxian shark. I destroyed the machinery to save it. Okay, so they just automatically believe that, which is interesting. And again, that's the trial pretty much done. And we're out of court once again, and I don't think they have anything to say, so we're just going to leave and never come back, apart from doing one more Geno Howard side quest in the future. And are my party members following me? Well, Bastila is. Where's Karth? Is he just stranded in the courtroom? No, he's here. Good. So the music appears to have disappeared, so I could walk back to the Ebon Hawk. We're going to do that. The reason why, if you poison the Phyraxian shark and don't destroy the facility, or, you know, whatever, the Selkath will just bar you from Manaan, because you've essentially, you know, made it so the Republic looks as if they hate Manaan and the Selkath and so on and so forth. And once that happens, you can't actually explore any of this. You can't even come here to the actual entry, but you're literally stuck in the landing bay where the Ebon Hawk is, which makes Manaan a really, you know, empty planet. You're just basically going there to say, hello Manaan, and then bye Manaan. But, you know, that's why I don't do the dark side version. Even if I did a dark side run, I still wouldn't poison the shark, because I might still want to visit Manaan at some point. And here we are. So I'm going to get on the Ebon Hawk and then see what happens in the next episode, because I don't know if I'm going to continue with the main quest again straight away, or if I need to do a few things on the Ebon Hawk. I don't know. It could be another one of those episodes. I suppose what I might do here actually before I finish is level up all my party members. So who should I get? The droids, level them up. And here they are, so yep, they both need levelling up. This has been a really long episode, I do apologise for that in advance, but there was a lot of things I needed to do here. So, do I want sniper shots? Let's see. Yeah, we'll just go with sniper shot, why not? T3 can have his recommended in... Well, we'll just give him demolitions and awareness. And then give him the extra... He needs toughness, but let's give him toughness. Okay, so that's the droids leveled up. Mission and Zalbar next. And here they are. Don't think I can give anything out. Ooh, Constitution for Zalbar might be good though. So let's level him up. Give him demolitions, computer use, and treat injury. Why not? And then give him some... It's actually difficult what to pick here. Oh, let's just give him conditioning, because that'll be useful for Zalbar. And then mission, just give her the recommended, and the feats, give her Master Rapid Shot. And I'm also going to give her some slightly different uniform now, if Bandon's fibre armour's good. It is. It's actually the same as the, well, almost the same as, you know, the previous one. So I'm going to switch to that, and this is how mission looks now. She looks pretty damn awesome. So yeah, that's mission done. And I'm going to switch again to Canderous, who looks slightly ridiculous in Casus Fett's armour, but that's fine. So recommended there, and we're going to go for conditioning like Zalbar. Again, I don't think I can give him a better sword here. Doesn't look like it, unless I give him the Achani Vibroblade. No, I think that's fine. We'll just keep it the way it is. Although I am actually tempted to bring Mission back in just to give her another gun. That's better than the Mandalorian heavy pistol. Again, a Howden blaster would probably be good for her, so let's do that. Because I might be able to upgrade that in the next episode. And then just get the 2 Jedi out. And here they are. And level them up. So Jolie can have just his recommended, why not? And give him Flurry, you know, the improved version. And then give him Master Speed and Master Valor. And then Jahani can have her recommended, and she can also have conditioning as well, I think. So let's give her Force Wave. Yeah, let's do that. Let's give her Force Wave. Okay, so everyone is now upgraded to level 15 based on that. So I'm going to leave it there for now. It's been a really long episode, but I think it's been a worthwhile one. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.